Hey, it's Jason from SargeNation here. I wanted to make a little video to talk about squirting orgasms, aka female ejaculation. I recently taught my girl how to squirt, and I tell you what, as a guy, there's no other rewarding experience you could have that's as great as making a woman come and shake with amazing ecstasy like you can with like a squirting orgasm. And that's the really cool thing about this community, is that we all share information about picking up girls, relationships and stuff like that, but there's been really cool things that have blossomed, like information about you know, getting deep into amazing sexual pleasure, and giving your woman that kind of pleasure is just absolutely incredible. I'm not claiming to be an expert when I talk about this. I'm just talking about it to share my experience, but in a little bit I'll tell you where I found all this great information. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. For those of you that don't know what a squirting orgasm is, it's when a woman comes so hard she actually ejaculates out of her urethra, not out of her vagina. Now, there's a lot of people out there that don't think that the squirting orgasm exists, and the reason is that, well, for one, very few women can achieve it. So very few people have ever seen a woman have that type of orgasm. And two, the porn industry has also kind of tainted it a little bit in the fact that they talk about squirting orgasms, and they have, they put stuff up in a woman to, come out during sex. And the truth about a true female orgasm, squirting orgasm, is that when she ejaculates, it will not come out of her vagina. It will come out of her urethra. And she'll ejaculate a lot like a guy, and it's real ejaculate. It's not pee. A lot of women think that it's pee. Actually, we were the other night, about a week ago, we were at the bar. We were talking to a group of girls, and there was, I don't know, there was like 4 or 5 of them, and on the end there was 2 blondes, and I was closest to them, and I was kind of talking to the boys, I was kind of talking to some of the girls. And I overheard the girls talking about orgasms, and I was like, "Oh, orgasms!" I was like, "Are you guys vaginally orgasmic?" And they were like, "Yes, yes, we are, yes, we are." Now, these girls seemed to know what they were talking about. I'm pretty sure they were, but very few women are vaginally orgasmic, sadly. But so we started talking about it. I was like, "You guys like G-spot orgasms, stuff like that?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I love the G-spot, love the G-spot." And I was like, "Have you guys ever had a deep spot orgasm?" And their faces went blank, like, what the fuck's a deep spot? And so I started telling them a little bit about it and stuff like that, and the conversation just led into how I taught my girlfriend. It's actually my girlfriend back in Vegas, living in San Diego now. Taught her how to have squirting orgasms and how intense they were. And the key is a lot of women who are vaginally orgasmic don't realize that they can also have squirting orgasms, because a lot of times when they have an orgasm, what they do is they clench up when they're having the orgasm, like, and what they do is their PC muscle clenches, and so they don't actually expel the ejaculate. What they need to learn to do is push it out at the time of their orgasm, and that's kind of the key. One, they need to be vaginally orgasmic, which can be hard. My girlfriend was not vaginally orgasmic when I started with her. I taught her how to be vaginally orgasmic. And then, or awakened her vagina, as some would say. So anyways, I was telling these girls about deep spot orgasms and then female ejaculation, and they're just like, "Oh my God, how do you know about this stuff? What is this? I've never even heard of this." And the vibe I got from these girls is these girls were very sexually experienced, and they knew what I was talking about when I was talking about vaginally orgasmic versus clitoral orgasms and things like that. And I started telling them, when you get to that point, just push it out, and their immediate reaction is like, "What if I pee on him? What if I pee on him?" And that seems to be the reaction from a lot of girls. They're like, "Oh my God, what if I pee on my man?" And I think the key is making her feel comfortable that she can just be in that place to just push it out, and that she's not going to pee. If it really helps, you could get all scientific about what's actually happening, because what's really happening is when a woman gets close to coming, it's kind of like us. Like, we have, it's a funny word, sphincter comes up and actually controls your bladder so that you don't pee. Like, when we as men, we ejaculate, we have the same thing with it. It stops us from peeing. It's that switch, like switching gears. Women are the same way. Well, it'll hold back the pee, and it will actually. People outside. It's a funny thing to me, baby. But no, it will actually hold back the pee, and what's called the Skene's gland is where the actual ejaculate comes from, and it's actually like a clear milky fluid that actually comes out. It's not pee. It doesn't smell like pee. The consistency is not pee. So just tell her it's not pee, baby. Just push it out. Just push it out. And if she still feels weird, just tell her, you know, I just want you to soak the bed, and let's just see what happens. And so I told these girls that, and long story short, one of them was like, here's my number. But no, a lot of women don't realize that they can do it. And so, like I said, there's those keys. The girl has to be vaginally orgasmic. If you don't know how to, you know, get her to that point, you know, we'll point to the right stuff in a second. But the first time that I got my girl to come, she was just absolutely in tears, and I mean that literally. Like, she was just laying on the bed looking at me like, oh my God, what did you do to me? But I tell you what, it takes a little bit of patience. You know, she has to feel really comfortable with you, and she has to really give herself to you. So if you guys want more information on how to make it all happen and stuff like that, if you don't know how to make a woman vaginally orgasmic or give her a vaginal orgasm, go to www.sargenation.com/shade.html. That'll give you all the information. Some of the best information I found is from David Shade, and go to that link and it'll give you all the best information where you can download all of his books and things like that. Honestly, that will probably be the best gift you ever give yourself and your girl. It might be that missing link in your game that will give you the sexual confidence to walk up to a girl like, hey, like any girl I walk up to now, I'm kind of like, hey, look, I can probably make you come more than any guy in this whole place. And I know that's cocky, but hey, cocky works, right? So, you know, it gives you that confidence. So again, it's SargeNation.com/shade.html. Check it out, and I promise you, it's worth it. It's absolutely incredible. The look on my girl's face when she looked at me, she had tears, just incredible. And I tell you what, by the time I left Vegas, I could make her do that about 3 to 4 times in a night, and it was just absolutely incredible. You know, I don't even have to tell you that she really didn't want me to move to San Diego, but here we are in our beach house. We're about to go out, hit some dollar tacos and some hot girls. So until next time, peace.